Now, we are very, very used to reporting headlines, breaking news on the Business Breakfast, on Dubai Eye, and across all of the stations here at ARN. But it's not every day that one of your colleagues, and not just any old colleague, but one of the colleagues you see every single morning, is actually making the headlines. But that's what's happened this morning after one post from my dear colleague Heba Saleh, who of course works for the morning show and is one of the morning presenters on the morning show on Al Arabiya here at ARN, has gone viral. Heba's here to share her story. Thanks so much for being
Hi,
with
Tom.
me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. As you mentioned, it's so weird that we're usually covering other people's stories, and today we're covering our story on
You
social
become
media.
the news today. So let's put people in the picture. When did this all start? Friday morning, is that right?
A Friday morning, it was just a normal day. We were preparing our show, the morning show, and as always, we know that we're trying to work on organic content. So I was telling people on the live on air about my story with my mother-in-law. She was leaving Dubai after she spent some time with us, and she was leaving through Terminal 2 at Dubai Airport. After we finished the process, the whole process from boarding to security check-in, you stand on a point where you just want to make sure that everything is fine. We wave bye-bye, that everything is okay. She will leave smoothly. And suddenly, one of the employee at the passport office stopped her and started talking to her. We were like, oh, do we have any problem? Is there something happening? And he waved to my husband to come in. So my husband, he went there. The employee asked him. His name is Abdullah Liblushi. He asked him, did we do anything that upsets your mom? Why she's leaving early? How many days left in her visa? So my husband, he told him that 2 days left, but she needs to leave early because there's so many doctor appointments and medical tests that she needs to do back home. So he told my husband that I saw you the way that you were saying goodbye to your mom. I just want to give you a second chance to say goodbye. And he turned to my mother-in-law and he told her that I want to ask you a favor. I just want you to pray for us. This is your country. We were so happy to have you, and we cannot wait to have you again. Please don't take so long.
Wow. I mean, that's extraordinary in its own right. You, of course, highlighted that on your show, name-checked the individual as well, and just said it was such a moment that really, really sort of captured everything that's great about the UAE, everything that's great about Dubai for you. But what happened next?
What happened next? I can remember that it was a normal Saturday morning for for a morning show presenter. It's a privilege for us to have a breakfast with our family. So
Yeah.
I was having breakfast with my family, and my phone was next to me. And suddenly, I have received a WhatsApp on the work WhatsApp. And receiving a work WhatsApp on your work group on a Saturday morning, that means that there's something. So I was just checking, and exactly, Tom, what happened. I saw His Highness X account. I saw my photo there. I couldn't make the link. And I understand that there's something related to my video. And suddenly, my manager, my land manager, Mohammed Salim, he called me and he told me, well done. You're on His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid social media. The story went viral. I was filled with gratitude and pride. And truthfully, this is not something new from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. We always have seen his continuous support to all the stories that highlight the spirit of UAE, his deep connection with the people, his attention to all the small details. And this is what makes UAE so special and Dubai so special.
And what's happened since then? Because we all came into work on Monday morning, a couple of days after the initial video was posted. And again, the momentum has continued, hasn't it? I mean, Heba, who I see every single morning, was in the different radio stations, etc. What was your show like this morning?
As you mentioned, because it's the first time that we're covering our story. We usually cover the other stories. I can tell you, Tom, that today my show was like a book that is filled with the stories from other people sharing their experiences, similar situations that happened to them in UAE, whether it's related to hospitals, government institutions, schools, it was like beyond, it was the perfect show for me today. And what's happening? This is what's happening. I'm with you, Tom, covering a story.
We should be home by now, but no, the story continues.
Exactly, and I'm very grateful, actually.
What's this experience taught you? Now that you've had a sort of, I know it's all a bit of a whirlwind at the moment, but what's this whole experience taught you?
Hard work will pay back. In a point, whether it's in media, whether it's in airport. Like, for example, Abdullah Liblushi, he told us that he's working in one of the busiest, let's say, airport in the world.
Yeah.
He gave 2 minutes from his working hours to my mother-in-law just to let her know that she's a valued passenger and she's welcome anytime in UAE, and see what happened.
And I suppose that's a question on many people's lips at the moment, given the fact that your mother-in-law has gone viral as well. When is she coming back to Dubai? When are they going to?
Soon.
Oh,
very
really?
soon, believe me, yes.
There will be a red carpet rolled out, do you think?
She liked the trend, so let's come back.
For you as a family as well, because listen, as you mentioned and as you said in your video, it's a very emotional time when you're saying farewell to loved ones. You're making sure they get onto the plane safely. Emotions are high as well. How's your husband doing at the moment?
He was upset actually when my mother-in-law left, but now I can tell you that he's so proud. He's so grateful that we are part of the community of UAE. And by the way, they're asking him for an interview, so well done for him.
And in terms of what we've learned from this experience, and you've shone a light, your content has shone a light on the great humane, the humanitarian feelings of an individual, but something that reflects everything that is great about this city and this country as a whole. Is that something that you'll continue to shine a light on through your platform, through your radio show in the morning?
Of course. Actually, this is something that we have learned when we joined ARN, that we want to be organic, we want to be spontaneous as much as we can, and we want to make the people feel that we are part of their daily life. And I believe these kind of stories make their life more easier. That's why I'm saying this is the power of radio today in 2025.
Well, it's an absolute honour and a privilege to, of course, work in the same building as you. Well done to you. Well done to the entire team at Arabiya as well. I know it's a real team effort, isn't it? So.
Yes, it is. It was a teamwork, actually. From our line manager, Mohammed Salim, he's always giving us the space to talk whatever we want. We know that there's definitely some boundaries, but again, he keeps telling us, please be yourself on air. This is exactly what makes difference in live people and the listeners that they are listening to you.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty more extraordinary stories to come from this experience as well. I suppose that's the difficulty now, isn't it? Now you've gone viral.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you better that? You've got to think of the next piece of content.
Exactly.
And the next piece.
I'm telling them that I feel now I have a huge responsibility, but I'm enjoying it. Seriously, and this is why we love our job.
Yeah, no, it's an extraordinary post. I think it struck a chord. What I find interesting as well, we're an English language station, but it struck a chord with all of our viewers, all of our listeners, as well as it has across all of the stations here at ARN. So to you and all the team at Al Arabiya, thank you so much. It makes waking up in the morning that much better, doesn't it? Hey?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Tom. Thank you so much.
Really appreciate your time. Thank you so much indeed for the piece.
You.
Thanks for the content and thanks for having a chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dubai Eye 103.8.
Join the conversation.